July 10, 2025, Oak Ridge Estates, Ohio. Summer's heat shimmered across the cul-de-sacs, where trimmed lawns framed tidy oaks. All except number 62, where Nora Patel's backyard sported a towering maple, 40 feet high, its emerald canopy spilling shade over her garden, a 20-year-old heirloom from her late father. The tree, rustling under July sun, drew whispers, and by noon, an Oak Ridge HOA violation notice hit her mailbox: excessive tree height, $300 fine, trim or remove by July 15. Victor Klein, HOA president, flooded inboxes with complaints about Nora's sky-blocking giant. Edith Morse, Victor's rulebook enforcer, scowled from her patio, muttering about leaf litter. Next door, Jamal Carter, Nora's new neighbor, planted a young birch, testing the shade. When an anonymous note slipped under Nora's door, "Chop it or we burn it," Oak Ridge's summer turned hotter than a saw blade. Nora leaned against her maple, her fingers tracing its bark, her sundress flecked with dust. At 45, a botanist with a heart for green, she'd moved to number 62 to honor her father's love for trees, not spark Edith's fury. The maple was her anchor, lush, alive, a memory of Dad's planting day, not Victor's code breach. The HOA's notice, citing 30-foot maximum height, stung like blight. Nora snapped a pic of the canopy and posted to Oak Ridge's Nextdoor app, "Shade's not a sin. Vote for tall trees at Wednesday's meeting." Her phone pinged, Jamal liked it, but Edith commented, "Leafy mess." Nora sensed a storm brewing. Victor, 58, sat in his air-conditioned den, his laptop open to the HOA's CC&Rs. Nora's maple wasn't just tall, it was defiance. Oak Ridge demanded balance: neat shrubs, low trees, no shadows. Victor hadn't relaxed since number 62's branches blocked his sunset view. He'd led the HOA for 10 years, surviving 2023's lawn ornament feud when gnome statues sparked petitions. Nora's tree risked worse: debris, complaints, sinking appraisals. He emailed the board, "Emergency meeting Wednesday. Agenda, violation at number 62." His gaze caught the anonymous note, "Burn it." Edith's work? He shrugged it off, drafting a second fine, $400 if Nora didn't trim. Edith, 70, sipped lemonade on her patio, glaring at Nora's maple. A retired florist, she lived for Oak Ridge's order: clipped hedges, small trees, no clutter. The towering canopy mocked her dwarf pines, like Nora's loud sprinkler last summer. She'd emailed Victor 3 times, claiming "yard mess," partly true. Nora's Nextdoor post, with 16 likes, spiked her pulse. "Shade?" She replied, "Chaos." Her HOA allies texted support, "Cut it." But Edith saw Jamal's like, plus nods from Mrs. Lang at number 64. She gripped her glass, smelling a leafy revolt. Jamal, 39, a graphic novelist, planted his birch by his fence, catching Nora's emerald glow. He'd moved to number 63 4 months ago, dodging HOA scrutiny. His lawn was flawless. But Nora's maple inspired him. Victor's emails felt like a trimmer. Last summer, his small fern got a warning. When Nora showed him the anonymous note, Jamal chuckled. "Edith's got that cranky squint." He texted Nora, "Keep the tree. I'm bringing saplings Wednesday." Jamal posted on Nextdoor, "Tall trees lift souls, not shade." The thread popped, 32 replies, half cheers, half grumbles. By Monday, Oak Ridge's Nextdoor was a tree tempest. Edith shared a blurry photo of Nora's maple, captioned, "This buries us." Nora countered with a video, her canopy swaying to birdsong, captioned, "This breathes for us." Victor locked the thread, citing hostility, but not before Jamal's post nabbed 19 likes. Nora tied a ribbon to her maple, doubling down. Neighbors biked by, some waved, others frowned. At number 65, Mrs. Lang, a quiet baker, watched, her yard treeless. Nora nodded. Lang shrugged but didn't smile. Tuesday's mail brought Nora a second notice, $400 fine, non-compliance. Victor's signature loomed like an axe. Nora tossed it, then found another anonymous note, down by Tuesday, or we torch it. Her stomach knotted. HOA sabotage? She called Jamal, who said, Edith's too obvious. Bet it's someone sly. Nora scoped Edith's patio, one pine, no clues. She emailed the board, I'll fight Wednesday. Tree stays. Victor replied, expect enforcement. Wednesday morning, Edith nabbed Victor at the clubhouse. Nora's taunting us, she snapped, showing the ribbon clip. Victor nodded, but the burn it note bugged him. Edith's complaints were loud. Had she crossed a line? He checked her record, clean, save a 2022 planter-size quibble. Still, he added, excessive foliage, to the agenda. Jamal, meanwhile, snuck a low shrub by his birch, poking Victor. Edith spotted it, emailing, now number 63's wild. Victor sighed, 2 rebels were a hurricane. Wednesday afternoon, Nora's maple stood prouder, she'd mulched its base overnight. Jamal brought cookies, turning number 62 into a tree party. Mrs. Lang lingered across the street, holding a rolling pin. Nora waved, Lang mumbled, shady, but bold, and left. At noon, Nora's phone pinged, an anonymous text, Wednesday's your stand. We're watching. No sender, just heat. Nora eyed her branches, their leaves steady. Was this worth a war? The 6 p.m. meeting loomed at the community center, Victor prepping his gavel like a chainsaw. Nora watered her maple, hands steady. Jamal planned to crash with saplings, rallying neighbors. Edith drafted a rant, tall trees tank our worth. But at her house, a new anonymous note appeared, check number 65's shed. Lang's not clean. Edith froze, Mrs. Lang, the quiet one? She texted Victor, who called it nonsense. Nora got her own text, bring proof tonight. You've got leaves. Oak Ridge's summer wasn't cool, it was a maple-shaded storm, and someone was sharpening the saw. July 14, 2025, Oak Ridge Estates, Ohio. Summer's heat baked the cul-de-sacs, but number 62 wasn't wilting, it was a verdant battleground. Nora Patel's backyard maple, 40 feet tall, its emerald canopy swaying with a new ribbon, defied the Oak Ridge HOA's $400 fine and Tuesday trim deadline, now a day past. Victor Klein, HOA president, braced for Wednesday's meeting, his inbox stuffed with rants about Nora's shade-dropping beast. Edith Morse, Victor's rulebook enforcer, clutched an anonymous note hinting at Mrs. Lang's shed secrets at number 65. Jamal Carter, Nora's ally, planned a sapling-tossing stunt to crash the vote. Last night's texts, Wednesday's your stand, to Nora, check number 65, to Edith, stirred Oak Ridge's humidity. As cicadas buzzed, the neighborhood wasn't cool, it was sprouting a tree war. Nora woke Tuesday, her maple's ribbon fluttering in the breeze. The anonymous text, Wednesday's your stand. You've got leaves, felt like a root, but proof of what? She'd spent the week dodging Victor's fines and Edith's next-door jabs, her 20-year-old tree a living memory of her father's hands in the soil. The 6 p.m. meeting was her chance to replant the HOA's rules, not just save her maple. Jamal had texted, saplings ready to fly. Nora smiled, raking mulch. But the note, down or we torch, gnawed at her. Who was we? She eyed Edith's pine, no clues, just needles. Her tree was her fight, and she wasn't cutting. Victor, in the community center, sharpened his gavel, his polo damp with sweat. Nora's maple wasn't just tall, it was anarchy. The agenda screamed verdict, hashtag 62 violation, $400 fine, trim order. Edith's tip about Lang's shed bugged him, he'd peeked last night, seeing only a locked door. Gossip? Or a thorn? Victor needed control, not puzzles. He'd flagged Jamal's shrub at number 63, another rebel. His tablet buzzed, Edith's email, push the vote. Victor nodded, ignoring a new anonymous message, check number 62's roots. His pulse raced. A setup? Edith, on her patio, gripped the Lang note, check number 65's shed, like a pruner. She'd lived in Oakridge 22 years, enduring 2020's planter-size spat. Nora's tree was worse, sprawling, messy, a code dodge. Her ribbon video, now at 23 likes, crushed Edith's chaos post at 9. Jamal's lift soles jab stung deeper. Edith typed a speech, trim or bust. But Lang's shed loomed, quiet baker, no fines, yet the note felt heavy. She texted Victor, Lang's hiding clippers. No reply. Edith grabbed her shears, set to snoop before the meeting. Jamal, in his yard, tucked saplings in a bag. Nora's fight was his sketch, bold, like his comics. His shrub hadn't caught a fine, but he'd seen Edith's car slow by. Busted? Didn't care, he'd grow louder. Jamal posted on Nextdoor, tall trees spark life, not shade. Number 62 tonight. Likes hit 22, including Mrs. Lang's. Strange, she stayed offline. Jamal texted Nora, got a stunt to shake Victor. His saplings weren't decor, they were seeds. The community center hummed at 5:55 p.m., 50 neighbors packed in, fans battling the summer heat. Petunias drooped, mocking the tension. Victor took the podium, voice dry, house number 62's tree violates section 7.4 to 30-foot maximum height. Proposed fine, $400, trim by Monday. His slide flashed Nora's maple, ribbon blazing. Whispers split the room, half nodded, half chuckled. Edith stood, speech raised, this buries us. Vote yes. A teen in a tank top yelled, it's dope. Laughter cracked Victor's calm. Nora rose, mulch on her sandals, voice clear. This tree is family, memory, not menace. I'm nurturing, not harming. Let's vote to ease section 7.4. She waved her phone, petition at 25 signatures from next door. Murmurs grew, Jamal hooped, tossing a sapling. Victor's gavel slammed, order. Edith jumped up, red-faced. Petitions don't break rules. It's a hazard. Nora snapped, name one roof hit, Edith. The room roared, phones filmed, a kid spilled soda. Jamal fueled the chaos, scattering saplings across the floor. Grow free, he shouted. Neighbors grabbed them, kids giggling. Victor's tablet glitched, stuck on Nora's canopy. A man barked, it's messy. Another countered, my yard's bare. Mrs. Lang, by the exit, held a rolling pin, silent. Edith charged forward, voice shrill, I got a note about number 65. Lang, what's in your shed? Heads turned. Lang stood, mumbling, just, pans. Victor snapped, off topic, Edith. Nora grabbed the mic, notes? Mine said, torch it. Who's creeping? She waved the paper. Silence hit, then buzzes. Jamal pointed at Edith, your scrawl, lady? Edith choked, no. But I got one about Lang. She flashed her note, trembling. Victor's gavel pounded, enough. But chaos flared, saplings rolled, a kid dropped a pen, and someone yelled, check the roots. The meeting imploded, no vote, just mess. Nora left, her maple still soaring. Jamal's stunt split Oakridge, half texted support, half emailed Victor. Edith crept to Lang's shed, shears useless. She pried the lock, baking trays, no clippers. Innocent? Or sly? She texted Victor, Lang's clean. Nora got home to a new anonymous text, roots are loose. Check now. Her maple's mulch was scuffed, roots scraped, soil loose. Victor paused finds Thursday, citing review, but set a Tuesday meeting. At Lang's, a shadow flickered. Thursday, Nora found a trowel by her tree, not hers, blade nicked. Jamal swore Edith was at Lang's, not number 62. Mrs. Lang dodged Nora's wave, her shed shut tight. Edith posted on Nextdoor, #62's a jungle. A reply from guest, check number 61's trash, chilled her. Number 61 was Victor's. Tuesday's meeting loomed, and Oakridge's summer wasn't lush, it was a maple-shaded scream. July 20, 2025, Oakridge Estates, Ohio. Summer's haze draped the cul-de-sacs, but number 62 wasn't wilting, it was a green fortress. Nora Patel's backyard maple, 40 feet tall, its emerald canopy swaying with a ribbon, stood defiant despite the Oakridge HOA's $400 fine, its scraped roots sparking worry. Victor Klein, HOA president, called a Tuesday meeting after Wednesday's sapling-tossing chaos, his paused finds a shaky truce. Edith Morse obsessed over Mrs. Lang's shed at number 65, finding only pans. Jamal Carter, Nora's ally, swore Edith didn't scuff the mulch, pointing to a new clue, check number 61's trash, Victor's house. Anonymous texts, roots are loose, to Nora, check number 61, to Edith, kept tension sweltering. As cicadas sang, Oakridge's summer wasn't lush, it was a maple-shaded scream. Nora woke Monday, her maple's mulch scuffed, roots scraped like a wound. The anonymous text, roots are loose. Check now, proved true, a nicked trowel lay by the trunk, not hers, blade scratched. The Tuesday meeting at 7 p.m. was her final stand, unmask the vandal or lose her father's tree. Jamal's text, Edith's clear, was at Lang's. Trash clues green, lit a fire. Nora hadn't slept since Wednesday's meeting, where her petition hit 25 signatures but no vote. Victor's pause felt like a cover, Edith's Lang rant, a distraction. She crept to number 61's curb, Victor's bins out early. A peek inside, a muddy pruner, #62, scrawled in red. Same scrawl as her notes. Victor's cut? Victor, in his den, rewrote the agenda, #62 violation, final vote. Wednesday's fiasco, Jamal's saplings, Edith's outburst, rattled his 10-year reign. He'd paused the fine to strategize, but Nora's petition swelled, 33 signatures by noon. Edith's shed tip-flopped, Victor had checked Lang's lock, nothing but trays. The #61 trash, Nextdoor post, from guest, burned like sap. Who saw his bins? He checked his cam, blurry, a shadow moved Monday dawn. Nora? Jamal? Victor tossed a draft note, his trim number 62 vent, never sent. Or was it? Edith, on her patio, ditched the Lang note, check number 65's shed, after finding no clippers. Nora's maple was the real crime, looming past her pines. Nora's video, now at 30 likes, buried Edith's jungle post at 11. Jamal's spark life jab hit harder. Edith posted on Nextdoor, #62's a hazard. But guest s #61 trash reply froze her. She'd seen Nora near Victor's curb Monday. Culprit? Edith's speech was set, rules save us. At number 65, Lang locked her gate, dodging Edith's stare. She smelled Victor's sabotage. Jamal, in his yard, hid more saplings, skating past Victor's radar. Nora's scraped roots weren't Edith, he'd tailed her to Lang's, saw zip. The trash clue shone bright. Jamal's Wednesday stunt split Oakridge, half texted cheers, half ratted to Victor. His shrub got a warning Monday, removed by July 16. Whatever, he'd grow bolder. Jamal texted Nora, found a pruner cap in number 61's bin. Victor's brand. A stretch, but fuel for tonight. He grabbed his phone, ready to film the showdown. Tuesday's community center pulsed, 60 neighbors crammed under buzzing fans. Petunias wilted outside, mocking the heat. Victor gripped his gavel, voice taut. House number 62's tree violates Section 7.4 to 30-foot maximum. Vote, enforce $400 fine, trim by Friday. His slide flashed Nora's maple, ribbon dim. Edith stood, speech raised, this buries us. Vote yes. Boos clashed with claps. Nora rose, mulch on her sandals, voice steady, this tree is memory, life, not litter. Let's vote to fix Section 7.4. She waved her phone, petition at 33 signatures. Murmurs swelled, Jamal tossed a sapling. Victor's gavel slammed, order. Edith surged, flushed. Nora's stirring trouble. She snooped number 61's trash. Nora held the muddy pruner. This says, #62. Victor's Inc. The crowd erupted, chairs creaked, a kid spilled lemonade. Jamal filmed, shouting, cap in number 61's bin. Victor paled. False, he snapped, but his tablet showed a deleted email, tree plan, number 62. Sent to Lang? Lang stood, voice soft, I saw Victor at number 62 Monday. Found this. She held a shear blade, Victor's, from his shed. Gasps hit like a snap. Lang had checked number 61's bins, caught Victor toss the pruner. She'd stayed quiet, fearing fines. Nora pressed, you scraped my roots to win. Victor cracked, I wanted balance. Your tree split us. Edith yelled, you sabotaged her. Jamal's video caught Victor's stammer. A teen tossed a sapling, clipping Edith. Victor's gavel cracked, splinters flew. Vote lost, neighbors stormed out, Nora's maple soaring across the street. Wednesday, Victor resigned, his email citing fatigue. Lang confessed to watching number 61, dodging a fine. Nora kept her maple, remulched, per a new vote easing Section 7.4. Jamal's shrub stayed, no penalty. Edith replanted her pines, off next door. Nora got one last text, green win. We're square. No number, Lang? Jamal? She smiled. Her canopy swayed, neighbors snapping pics. Jamal's clip hit 850 views by dusk. But at number 61, Victor's bins held one more note, sealed, falls next.